Should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Sure.
That's why we've got insurance for these kinds of things anyway. But the cheek of it today, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number.
Why?
But doctors come and go and only poor Jaya remains. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Steve?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock.
Correct.
That was the last time I saw him. Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he. It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too. There was a girl there. By the lake. Only about 9 or 10. But she seemed different. Special. I shouldn't have talked to her.
No.
It was dangerous.
Right. How are you doing today, Bryce?
There's something I want to tell you about.
Okay.
Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
How do you mean out of control?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously.
Yeah.
It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
I'd probably sleep. I'd go for a nap. I know it's boring, but I'm a parent of 2 kids. One of them just had anaphylaxis. Haha! What would you guys do? Where were you on
I spent
Valentine's
most
Day?
of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme, Love Conquers All.
True.
I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Because that's where he met Jasmine. Right. Can you see something behind me?
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here.
Tom?
I'm not sure.
Is it Tom?
She doesn't normally say anything.
Oh, it's a girl. Okay. Got you. Tell me about Dekker.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what?
What?
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Because the Cthulhu ate him. I'll be right, I'm at a general consensus that he get eaten. I mean, they said he was stabbed, but I'm not too sure about that.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Okay. Why would there be a
I'm
decoy?
guessing he was buried somewhere else. Or cremated. Somebody, somewhere, didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Cremated. I don't want to rot into the ground, I'm sorry. Right. So if I had an extra hour, I would go to a fairground.
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
I'd help people. You can't help them because they're all stuck. Steal things, I'd spy on people.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me.
Does she have red
Smiles.
hair?
I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
And what? What did you do after taking off Jessica's clothes?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like.
Well, that's not good.
That's wrong, isn't it,
Yes,
Doctor?
it's very wrong.
Maybe back in here. And I know this is going to look like we're destroying everything. Don't worry about it. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
It is wrong to take these photos.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way.
I'm sorry.
It's all his fault.
I can help you. Dr. Dekker's doing a lot of harm. It seems like Dr. Dekker has collated a group of patients with certain factors. Depression, anxiety. Oh God! Lazy with the bitties, goddamn. Dr. Dekker has a little Dekker. But it feels like his patients come to his surgery with one little problem and it just gets magnified into 1,000. He doesn't seem like a good psychiatrist.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time.
Probably.
I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore.
Queen!
But when he did give you advice...
Thank you. When he did give you what? When he gave you advice? What advice?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up.
Alter your
to think
perception of
something
reality.
crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did.
And it happened?
But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Would you prefer... Everyone's saying cremated, so let's go with that.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me.
So, I'm going to go with help.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook...
That's good.
I placed him on a bus a few blocks away.
Good.
I have no idea where it was going.
That's what to do.
She'd never really be able to thank me, so... I took another picture.
Stop taking pictures! Are you crazy?
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen.
What did you steal?
I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go
That's
to the
not too
local
bad.
all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
He's a little... What else did you steal? Have you ever destroyed anything? Have they found more relics? That's important.
That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me. Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir.
He did.
He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend.
Have you ever destroyed anything?
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
I think he's suspicious in terms of he's batshit crazy. Don't think he killed Dr. Dekker. Nah, if he did, he's not got a very big role in it.
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Right, so we've asked everyone a question. We don't have any more questions to ask anyone. Lacey and Jasmine are all good. We've done with them. Nathan, I don't want to tell him to burn anything. I may try and end the day without telling him to burn anything. I don't feel like that's very solid advice. So, that's if he's really dead. We're going to come back Thursday or Friday. Another 2 hours of this game to try and find out who offed Dekker. What have we learned today? We've learned a good few links today, okay? Bryce seems to be linked with a lot of them. With Jasmine at the art show, the fact he works at Henley Church, which Lacey and Nathan visited the day that Dekker died or perished. Okay? We know that Claire and Elin both were the only patients to have appointments, but Dr. Dekker called Yaya and he asked for Nathan's number. So it's all getting very suspicious. It's awesome. I'm loving it.